My name is Rag Reynolds and welcome back to Medium Rare, and today we're taking a look into this LGBTQ YouTuber creator lawsuit against YouTube. So the gist here is there are a bunch of LGBTQ creators who have come together to create a lawsuit and file it against YouTube for discrimination. So they made a video about it, so I'm going to play you the video and then I'm going to give you some thoughts on this, and then I'm going to ask to hear your thoughts as well.
Do you know what sucks? Google and YouTube's treatment of our LGBTQ plus community?
Now straight away I must say, I get that YouTube is a bit crappy to pretty much all of its creators, but I'm not convinced prior to watching this video that there is any inherent LGBTQ bias coming from YouTube. And I'm not saying this because I hate LGBTQ people or anything. I'm willing to hear you out here, but personally, looking at this from an objective standpoint, I have not seen any evidence of specific targeting of LGBTQ creators. In fact, if anything, I have seen YouTube time and time again jump through hoops to make this crowd of people very happy.
They flagged our pride. They did not allow us to buy ads. They restricted us, they demonetized us, and they did not stand up for us.
And they broke their promise of a platform for free speech built off of our backs.
I can completely agree with that. They definitely have broken this idea of free speech. There is no real free speech on YouTube unless you want to be demonetized or maybe be flagged down for hate speech. There is no true free speech on this platform where your videos will be treated equal to other videos. If you have bad ideas or if you have bad things to say, I mean, silly little things will get you demonetized and deranked and make your videos harder to get out there to people. So you're 100% right there. But I don't think that specifically has anything to do with LGBT.
Then, they blatantly discriminate against us. Admit that their algorithm is biased and promise to fix it. They lied.
I would like to hear an example of the blatant discrimination against you. Like, where is the example of how they are targeting LGBT people? I don't see it, and I've not seen any examples yet. I'm hearing a lot of claims. I'm getting the feeling that I'm not going to be hearing any examples or seeing any examples here, and it's all going to be claims. I'm maybe going to have to do a little bit of searching on this for myself. There are links to all of these creators' channels in the description of this video, so I might have to have a look and see why these people are being demonetized. But if you were talking about YouTube as a general place, I would agree 100%. YouTube as a general place is terrible for creators. They don't treat people fairly. They demonetize you for pretty much no reason. They treat us all crappy, and their algorithm is terrible. And yes, they are liars.
And still, they claim inclusion and even want to march in our parades.
How dare they?
That is why we, as a group, are suing Google and YouTube.
Yeah, they do preach inclusion. And I think they are very inclusive. Maybe I'm just not getting it here, and I'd love for people to tell me in the comments down below if there's maybe something I'm missing here. But from what I can see, what I've seen, I don't see the specific bias against LGBT. I see bias against creators. I see bias against maybe non-PG creators, people who are talking about sensitive subjects, things that are even slightly mature. I see certainly against all of those things, but against LGBTQ specifically, I don't see it.
Hi, we are Bree and Chrissy from YouTube, and this is why we are suing Google and YouTube.
Our LGBTQ plus content is being demonetized, restricted, and not sent out to viewers, which has highly affected our ability to reach the community that we strongly want to help.
Okay, so the LGBT content is being demonetized and restricted and stuff. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. I might come back to it, I might not. But those specific girls, Bree and Chrissy, I'm going to check their channel, and I'm going to see why maybe they are being demonetized, because maybe that's the best way to look at it here, because maybe their videos are completely innocent. Maybe they do have a legit gripe about being demonetized. Let's have a look. So this is just a screenshot of some videos from Bria and Chrissy's channel, the ones who literally just said in this video that their LGBT content is being demonetized and it's hurting them, and that's why they're suing YouTube. Well, if you look here, I think it is very, very clear why this content is being demonetized. If you look at this stuff, how to cure your partner's pain, look at that thumbnail. That is a very explicit thumbnail. Are lesbians attracted to their own boobs? Mouth to body challenge. And there's handcuffs in the image. How do lesbians make babies? And another explicit image. Kissing torture challenge. Showing our body hair. Another kind of explicit thing. Update on my relapse. You're talking about a very sensitive subject there. Looking at these thumbnails, listening to what the titles are, I think that it's very obvious that these videos wouldn't get monetized. It doesn't matter if you're LGBT or not. This has nothing to do with being LGBT. Absolutely nothing to do with that. Your content is explicit, or at least it is referencing explicit themes. Your content is not generally advertiser friendly. Now, personally, I don't care. If it was me running YouTube, me handing out ads, I wouldn't care about giving you. I would say, here, take them. I'd give ads to everyone. I really wouldn't care if you were making this content. You do you. But for you to claim that LGBT discrimination is going on here, I don't see it. And I'd love for someone, again, look at these thumbnails for me, please. Look at this content and tell me that this is advertiser friendly compared to other stuff that gets demonetized. I mean, people get demonetized for using a single swear word in a video. People get demonetized for referencing stuff like boobs. People get demonetized for referencing sex. So I don't personally see how this is a big deal that this stuff is being demonetized when there is other stuff that is way more innocent that is being demonetized. So before I go back to the video and before I talk more about what they're saying in the lawsuit, I want to take a look at some more videos and thumbnails and titles from some of the other people appearing in here. So this one is Uppercase Chase 1. That's the channel name. And here you can see the exact same thing. Look, Jack Review, FTM Masturbator. You've put Masturbator in the title and you think you're going to get monetized? Then the next one, ST Petite In-Depth Review Demonstration. You're literally holding male genitals in your thumbnail and you want that to be monetized. You think you're being discriminated against because that's being demonetized? Then you look down here, 6 years post-op FTM transgender, and in the thumbnail it says post-op titties. I'm not sure if that's entirely advertiser friendly or not. It seems like you're naked there. I don't know what's going on. I mean, you see at the very bottom left, we have another one, trans guy makes mold of his dick. Trans man peen in the thing. Of course that's not going to be monetized. Kinky wish hall. That's not going to be monetized. Gender cat semi-hard peen. What are these people thinking when they think YouTube's discriminating against me because they just demonetized my video where I'm holding a rubber dick? That's obviously going to get demonetized. What are you talking about? There is no discrimination going on against the two channels I just looked at. They deserve to be demonetized. You shouldn't be monetized. I mean, I could see, for example, we've got a video down at the bottom right. Trans employment rights under attack. Okay? That one seems a bit more advertiser friendly. It doesn't seem inappropriate. However, you're talking very politically probably. You're talking a very controversial subject maybe. And it's probably something advertisers don't want to be associated with. Again, as I said earlier about the other channel, I don't care. I would give you the ads. But advertisers in general, they don't want to be associated with anything that's controversial in the slightest. They want to be out there. They want to be on gaming videos. They want to be on comedy videos, family videos. This isn't a family-friendly type video. You're not going to sit down and let your kids watch your video about trans employment rights being under attack. And that's essentially it. It seems like anything that isn't entirely family friendly gets demonetized these days. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that you're trans or the fact that you're talking about LGBT. Here's another one of these channels from the video. This is What's the Safe Word, and you see immediately kinky Amazon shopping haul. Of course that is going to be demonetized. You're making sexual type content. This next one, you can snap your dick. Again, not friendly, not family friendly. Selling kink toys is rough. Again, I mean, there's this one. I can't believe you guys sent us this. Like, I don't know what's in that, but I'm going to guess, going by the other video titles, it's probably not too friendly either. Looning. Daddy finds a new kink. Guess that, lube. Avenger harness tie. There's like bondage going on. They're sexting a robot. What do you think? How is this discrimination? You've got a video. We're suing Google/YouTube, and you're doing it for discrimination. There is no discrimination going on here against you. Queer Kid Stuff, that's this channel. This one doesn't look anywhere near as problematic as the other channels. This one might have a bit better of a case for the lawsuit. The other ones have no grounds whatsoever. They're not being discriminated against, the other three I looked at. This one, I don't see any things immediately that stand out to me that aren't entirely family friendly, I suppose. There is, I guess, maybe a problem about making your entire channel about your sexual orientation or your gender identity or whatever. Advertisers maybe just don't want to be associated with that. I don't know. I can't speak for that. Maybe you have a case. I don't know. I'm just saying these other people that were there, they had no case. You might have a case, but I don't know enough. I would probably have to watch these videos to know more.
Hi, my name is Chase Ross with uppercase Chase 1 on YouTube, and the reason why I'm suing Google and YouTube is because I'm fed up of the discrimination that we're getting in the LGBTQ community.
What? Discrimination? I mean, sure, you face discrimination in day-to-day life. I'm sure you get things on social media. People discriminate against you. I'm not saying that's not the case. But I don't think YouTube are discriminating against you. I don't think that's true at all. I really, really don't, and I've not seen any examples. I looked at your channel. Your channel being demonetized, your channel not maybe reaching as many people as it can, has nothing to do with you being LGBT and being discriminated against because of that. Your channel is not reaching many people. Your channel is being demonetized because you are making content that is not advertiser friendly. And it is as simple as that. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments, but I don't see how you could think that your content should be eligible for monetization.
YouTube is supposed to be a safe space for us. I don't feel safe at all.
I don't think YouTube's supposed to be a safe space for anyone in particular. I mean, I don't like the idea of something being a safe space. I mean, everyone's idea of a safe space is an entirely different thing. And we can't just shield people away from having their feelings hurt and pander to people just because they're going to cry about it when things don't go their way.
Things need to change. The algorithm needs to change. We need to stand together because we're more powerful in numbers.
I agree. The algorithm does need to change. Things need to change, and we do need to stand together. But it's a general thing. I don't think it has anything I don't think it has anything to do with LGBT.
And honestly, standing here, watching our videos get demonetized, it's disheartening. It hurts.
Yes, I agree. It does hurt. It is disheartening when you spend a lot of time on a video and it gets demonetized. It happens to me all the time. It happens to creators all over the platform all the time. The difference is, a lot of the creators who it happens to are making content that is quite advertiser friendly. Meanwhile, you're making content where you're actually being sexual. Your videos, you actually hold male genitals in the thumbnail. And you're complaining about discrimination and being demonetized over that. Meanwhile, I get demonetized just for talking about you talking about that. I'm assuming this video is going to get demonetized because of the things I'm talking about and I'm showing. But as a general example, most of my videos get demonetized. And I'm never showing genitals in them. I'm never showing anything like that. I even try not to swear very much. In most of my videos, I don't swear on this channel. And it's all because I'm trying not to get demonetized. Yet I still get demonetized every time almost.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Amer with Queer Kid Stuff on YouTube. I'm suing Google and YouTube because from day one as an LGBTQ+ creator on YouTube, I've faced discrimination on a platform that touts its support of my community. For years, it's affected my mental health and my livelihood. I've suffered and I've watched firsthand as my community of creators has suffered. For a long time, I wondered why YouTube allows this to happen. It's simple. They don't care.
I'm going to stop the video here. All I'm hearing are claims, unfounded claims. Maybe not to them, maybe not to you watching. And I hope no one's upset about what I'm saying here. If you disagree, then please let me know. And I'm happy to hear the counterpoints. I'm happy to hear the debate. I'm happy to hear if anyone disagrees with me entirely. I'm happy to hear what you have to say. But I'm not seeing any examples of LGBT people specifically being discriminated against by YouTube. Yes, discrimination does happen, and yes, it happens to LGBT people, but I am not convinced that it happens because of YouTube, or from YouTube, or that YouTube doesn't care. In fact, all the evidence I've seen points to the opposite. It points to YouTube really caring. It points to YouTube making an effort to try and make people feel included, to try and make people feel good about themselves. So I don't see where it's coming from. However, I must say, I really, really do think that this lawsuit's a good thing. Even though I disagree with maybe the main message of the lawsuit, which is about LGBT discrimination from YouTube, I maybe disagree with that. I think the lawsuit is a good thing. I think someone needs to sue YouTube because YouTube is the way the system works. I mean, I just made a video the other day about the copyright system being abused. That's one of many examples of YouTube just being a mess right now, and it has been a mess for a long time. And this whole demonetization issue where people are sometimes getting ads, sometimes not, and the whole thing, the algorithms, the whole thing's a mess. And I am going to be happy to see this lawsuit continue, to see this lawsuit go on, because maybe it will force YouTube to actually address some of these issues. Maybe they'll address them in a completely different way than I'm hoping for. Maybe it'll make things worse, but I will be happy to see them at least address these issues. Anyway, as I keep saying, let me know what your thoughts on all this are in those comments down below. And until next time, my name is Drag Reynolds. This was Medium Rare, and you're welcome, society.